On July 16th, the Texas 4000 is passing through Lloydminster for the 5th time. 21 university students from Austin will bike to Anchorage, Alaska, raising funds for cancer research. Lloydminster residents that have hosted riders are looking forward to the stop once again.
Really heartwarming, and I'm really inspired each year. And even, some of the people that have hosted them prepared a meal for them. One of the ladies just the other day said, I enjoyed those young people so much, I'm going to buy my own ticket and come and have supper with them.
This year, Erie is particularly excited that the riders will get to meet an RCMP officer.
Have him hand out a Canadian pin and the mayor can hand out a city pin. So, and of course, I'm sure they'll want to have their picture taken with Red Surge RCMP officer.
The Texas 4000 riders arrive at around 4:30 that evening and will depart from Cora's restaurant the following morning. A well-known Lloydminster resident has received an award for his involvement in local music. Ross Ulmer has sold cars at Ulmer Chevrolet for over 30 years and is being recognized for his musical talents instead of his car-selling bravado, winning the Special Recognition Jazz Award at the Saskatchewan Jazz Festival.
Looking back on it, I have been involved in jazz education since my first year university in Saskatoon. We would go do clinics. I was always involved in clinics. Even in the last year, I had a music teacher in Saskatoon say, I've got a talented student. Would you mind spending an hour with them? Spent it because it's fun. It's enjoyable.
Ulmer went to North Texas State to pursue a master's degree playing the trombone, then got a position playing in the RCMP band in Ottawa, and after his 2-year tenure with the band, he headed back to North Battleford to join the car business and teach music.
I began teaching private lessons when I was grade 9 to smaller kids, when I was just a small kid myself, so I've always had it, and really the satisfaction you get from having someone get it, when you just show them something and they get it, it rates right up there with practically anything else.
The Special Recognition Award has been handed out since 1989, and some other notable winners include PJ Perry and Bob Moyer. Well, Canada Day has come and gone, but a Canadian creation is still in the spotlight in Border City this week. Poutine Week is back for a second year, and as our Brendan Escott explains, there's some new reasons to come out.
Building on a successful Poutine Week in 2017, the Lloydminster Golf and Curling Centre brought back their special menu once again. But why poutine?
Why not poutine, right?
It started as a celebration for Canada's 150th birthday last year and received such positive reviews that they decided to do it again, with some new flavors to boot.
Got the steak and onion poutine as well as the veggie. Those are our two big new ones on the menu this year.
The menu sports 10 unique flavors, and the inspiration for them is far simpler than the dish itself.
Just what are people's favorites? What do people love to have? So what can we make a poutine out of?
So this one right here is the brand new veggie poutine. It's got all kinds of sauteed veggies on top and some jalapeno peppers with the cheese sauce. This one over here, steak and onion, 3 different types of onions on top of the twisted fries. And this one, the classic right here, the taco poutine. Let's see if I approve. Absolutely. Come on, try it for yourself. For Newcap News, I'm Brendan Escott.
This is Newcap Sports.
With their season winding down, the Bantam AA Twins have been a breath of fresh air in the Lloydminster sports scene. Entering play Tuesday, the team held a record of 23-13, but not all those wins and losses were from playing other AA teams. A great weekend of ball at Okotoks AAA tournament led into a date with the Battleford Beavers, and how the games could have been a disaster if not for one inning. Lance Phillips has more.
Consistency is probably our biggest problem. We've got good pitching, we've got good bats, we have good defense, but sometimes it's just a matter of putting it all together at the right times.
For 4 innings, those inconsistencies were very noticeable. Routine plays in the field became adventures, while pitchers had trouble finding the strike zone, but not the field's backstop. It was an outing in which Lloydminster's focus could only be described in one way.
Asleep. It just seemed like nobody wanted to be there, and it was frustrating.
We're a young team. We've got 10 first years and only 2 seconds on our team, so it's a bigger field, but we're getting late enough in the season that those shouldn't be the problems, those throwing errors that we had tonight. And the kids know it, and they're working on it, so I'm pretty sure we'll hopefully have everything together for provincials.
The Twins trailed right through to the 4th inning. With the Beavers leading 8-6, Anderson provided a pivotal half inning on the mound. With the bases loaded, Anderson struck out the side, breathing life into a comatose Twins team.
It's just there's a little nerves, but it's all in all, it's just throw the ball for strikes.
Mason's a big, strong kid, and he throws hard, and he, didn't get a lot of help out there sometimes, and that's what a lot of our pitchers have to do. Is we find ourselves how to pitch ourselves out of jams, and it's mostly because of errors, and our pitching is capable of that. So when he's able to do that, it picks you up for sure.
The Twins immediately responded in the bottom half with 3 runs of their own, taking a 9-8 lead, a lead they wouldn't relinquish, finishing with a 17-10 win. The last 2.5 innings exemplified what the team is capable of. This coming after a successful Okotoks tournament, one that proves this team can compete with double and maybe more importantly, AAA teams.
Oh, we were really happy. We played up to the standard and we could show we could play with those teams.
The big thing is just confidence. Like if you feel you can hit the pitching and if you feel you can throw the strikes, I think that the fielding is going to solve its own problems. We'll get that all solved before the provincials come around.
Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.